Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Minnesota Mike back with you for another video. This is another one in my vlog series that I do through the Memphis Songwriters Association in conjunction with the blog that I write for them, talking all about songwriting and what has worked for various artists over the course of a handful of years, whether those songs have been hits or not. So normally we talk about four different songs within each blog, and then per week I do two vlogs. But this next kick that I'm on is talking about something that I've chatted about in previous blogs and vlogs, just in passing, and that's story songs, example songs, and hybrid songs. And so we're going to chat about that today. And as a result of that, there are six in this particular blog and vlog kick. And as a result of that, I'm going to do three videos per week. So lucky you, unfortunate you, however you want to classify that. But I think it's all really good information. So let's dive in. So, like I said, in previous blogs and vlogs, I've alluded to story songs and example songs, and every time I tell somebody about this concept, they always bring up a third type of song, which is a little bit of both. To me, story songs tell a somewhat linear story. Tangled Up in Blue begins with someone wondering whatever happened to his ex, and then recounts their rise and fall, as well as the times after the fall that they ran into each other. It skips time frames, but it concludes with him moving on, and so we get some closure, like a good story song usually provides us with. But we also have example songs, which don't necessarily tell a story, but instead give an example of a concept, usually detailed in the chorus. Finally, you have what I call hybrid songs, and those tell a story while using examples of a concept. We'll look at all three in this blog and this vlog kick. So like I said, you will get six songs analyzed instead of the normal four. We will start off, because we've already talked about Tangled Up in Blue, but few people do it better than Bob Dylan. We've got Lily, Rosemary, and the Jack of Hearts from Blood on the Tracks. And this is a long story, but a very, very good one. This particular story tells the tale of the titular Lily, Rosemary, and the Jack of Hearts taking place at a cabaret. The festival had just taken place, a festival, and that was at a cabaret where there were people drilling in the wall trying to rob the place. Big Jim, one of the patrons at the cabaret, is romantically involved with Lily, though he is married to Rosemary. And despite Big Jim's strength and pull in town, he owns the town's only diamond mine. Both Lily and Rosemary could not resist the temptation of the Jack of Hearts, despite his criminal ways. Big Jim, on the other hand, was hell-bent on eliminating the Jack of Hearts, and Rosemary, though sick of playing the role of Big Jim's wife, thought that she could win his favor by helping him out in that regard and doing one good deed before she died. Despite this, she still had feelings for the Jack of Hearts and ended up killing Big Jim instead. The backstage manager in the song continued trying to bring Jack and his fellow thieves, as well as Rosemary, to justice by finding the hanging judge, but the hanging judge was drunk. So he would rule in favor of Jack, Rosemary, and the thieves. In the end, all of them got away, and they were able to thwart justice. The entire song serves as an allegory for what Dylan, as the Jack of Hearts, was able to get away with while he was married because of his irresistible charm. Sure, others may have seen through it, but the good guy always wins, and the robbers and the killers in this case are seen as doing so justifiably, with Dylan being the hero of his own story. Melodically, this particular song uses an acoustic guitar and an upright bass that are present throughout the entire song. Like many Dylan songs, there are multiple versions of it from live performances. However, since this came from Blood on the Tracks, there are two versions that were originally recorded for the album. The chords I'm going to talk about were based on his re-recorded Minneapolis version that would wind up on the album, but I will embed both that Minneapolis version and the original New York version, so you can listen for, I should say, any key differences, both literally and figuratively. On the album version, he uses D, G, and A, which is a 1-4-5 pattern throughout the song, and that's played in standard tuning, although it is tuned a half step down. The song as a whole is written in D major, that is. Structurally, the song uses all verses, and there are 15 of them. And similar to Tangled Up in Blue, the second part to each verse changes chord patterns, and his vocals go up higher before singing the refrain about the Jack of Hearts. There's so much going on in the story that a chorus would simply not make sense. Getting out all the information was absolutely the way to go. So that is Lily, Rosemary, and the Jack of Hearts. That is our first story song that we are talking about in our story song blog and vlog kick, talking about story songs, example songs, and hybrid songs, which are a mix of both. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Minnesota Mike, as always, and be sure to check out all my other vlogs and the blog itself on the Memphis Songwriters Association website. Thank you so much.